Hey, y'all. Hey, let's get into this amazing reading for Chris Lighty. Okay, so I did a reading. Ooh, sorry. I let my hair down. I did a reading on Puffy recently. And, 50 Cent. Yep, that's what it was. 50 Cent, too. And y'all was like, so a part of the reading was just acknowledging energetically, allegedly, that 50 Cent is getting his lick back for something that Puff did. To him, it feels very personal, and this is like, oh, wrong one. So they gonna let you slide. I'm not. Never, right? That's the energy. So you guys, a lot of people was like, I bet you it's Chris Lighty. So let's get into this energy for Chris Lighty. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Sometimes the tea is hot and sometimes it's not. You have to watch the video to the end to determine for yourself. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're always here, welcome back, friend. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Okay, so Spirit is acknowledging right off the back when I say that Chris Lighty, in regards to the situation, there is an energy of guilt, remorse, nerves, worry, confession, coming clean, apology, and integrity is needed. Multiple moving pieces. This is juggling and jumbling. This is bellying at the belly and the throat. Spirit says it's energy like I don't know why I'm hearing Scorpio and Sagittarius, but I'm hearing it, and I feel like we're talking about two different people. But anyway, it feels like Spirit is acknowledging energetically one is hiding behind their higher intuitive self, because higher intuitively they know that their choices have not been, Spirit says pure. Spirit says their choices adulterated. Their choices are a direct reflection of what they believe they deserve. So this is their character. So they say your thoughts become your words become your actions become your character. And so this is what energy is saying, like this is who this person is at the heart of it. Okay, but Spirit is, and every time I read on Sean Combs, it's very interesting because Spirit definitely shows up and shows out. Spirit is actually saying, again, like I've said in other readings that are connected to him or correlate to him, etc. Connect to him. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit is acknowledging that Spirit is coming. Spirit is here. Okay, but Spirit is acknowledging it's so much more. It's so heavy. And so it's bubbling at the belly, bubbling at the throat, and Spirit's going to come through using vessels, using Spirit, doing what Spirit does, moving how Spirit moves to communicate honesty, courage, sharing revelation, surprise news, text, and a phone call. When it comes to Chris Lighty, coming up short in the area of communication, love is lost, flower is wilted, someone stepping on one's heart chakra, okay, stepping on the heart chakra to create imbalances and or delays in his finances and his energy of success, not having healthy boundaries, feeling like everything that he builds is being built on sinking sand, unhealed earth sign. Why am I hearing notorious? Interesting. I'm hearing notorious. I don't know what the connection is to that, but I am going to tell you everything I hear, see, smell, all of the things, because Spirit is acknowledging that it is a part of it. Spirit is also acknowledging arrogance, vanity, self-importance, being high and mighty, modesty is needed. He knew that this relationship wasn't going to work and he should have walked away from this a long time ago, but it feels like he was trying to manifest something. Higher intuitively, he knew because his heart chakra was holding on to too much. It was heavy, right? It's energetic energy. It was the fire, passion, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, like for business, for romance, that kind of energy. But there's also this energy of emotional energy, like the sexual sacral chakra, emotional energy, creative energy, sexual energy, and it creates a lot of anxiety, sadness, fear, and depression. And he should have walked away from it a long time ago. Now, this could be in relationship to family, friend, foe, business relationship, romantic relationship, platonic relationship, right? But it's like he should have walked away a long time ago. I'm saying no thank you, walk away, refusal, know your worth, self-respect, and strength. But the situation this Spirit is acknowledging was very complex. A lot of moving pieces. There's a lot of people who know things that haven't put things together, but because they choose not to. Spirit is acknowledging because the truth is hard to swallow, is what Spirit is acknowledging. And so, this communication, it was the pot calling the kettle black, hypocrisy, introspection. I don't know why Spirit says intercede, interject, but there's similarity, blame, and introspection is needed. So when it comes, Chris Lighty, when it comes to Sean Puffy Combs, what's the energy? Okay. It's raining cats and dogs. Anxiety, sadness, fear, depression, wanting to clear, cancel, and release this to manifest a life that he does want. It's a temporary intensity when it comes to Sean Puffy Combs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, surrender so that this will pass, a release and a cleansing. And he's acknowledging that, he didn't go over it, under it, or around it. He went through it. This is happening for him, not to him, but he's acknowledging now he's rooted, now he's grounded, now he's humble, right? He's also acknowledging when it comes to Sean Puffy Combs, he was a nuisance, provocation, gossip, hassle, freeloader, and opportunist. That when he communicated this, it's created low vibrational energy around him and made him feel like he was not being authentic and he wasn't being genuine. He's also acknowledging someone who was once loyal who was no longer loyal. Puffy, Sean Puffy Combs, energetically, allegedly, says dead end, stalemate, not now, lack of clarity, perspective shift is needed. And he's also again acknowledging that he tried to have breakthrough and solution with this energy, being that Sean Puffy Combs, but to his detriment and to his demise, because he wasn't listening to his higher intuitive self. And then these cards come out again. Okay, cards come out again. And so it's just acknowledging, like, I should have said no, I should have moved away, I should have moved on, but he, to his detriment, to his demise, because he was following on that passion, that focus, to prove love and or loyalty to a business relationship, a friend, family, foe, romantic relationship, platonic relationship. Anytime I see pink, I'm going to acknowledge all of those things, right? And there is water, anxiety, sadness, fear, depression. Thank you, Spirit. Wanting to clear, cancel, and release it, but not knowing how, not really stepping back and seeing the overall picture. He is acknowledging moving forward. He's moving on, like over yonder, and still acknowledging that there's this conversation and expression about his ups and downs, what he deals with in life, but that he needs to move on and let the past be the past, focusing forward, anticipating good things, keeping his eyes on the prize, but knowing that his choices matter. Again, when it comes to Sean Combs, it's a lot of this and that. Let me say this energetically, allegedly, because I don't know him, he don't know me, we don't know each other, but there's this seancing, there's this call upon his energy. And I've said this in other readings when it comes to him, and also the other dude, what's his name, Jay-Z, Sean Carter, right? This is a seance, and now Kris Jenner's energy is popping up. This is seance on calling energy that is no longer here. The dearly departed is what Spirit is saying, but harvesting and siphoning that energy. Very odd. And so there is still this issue that he has with him because of that. Energetically, that's what it feels like. There's this emotional energy, creative energy, sexual energy, and all this suppressing of one's throat chakra, not saying what really happened in the area of passion for family, friend, foe, business relationship, romantic relationship, or platonic relationship. But it creates suffering, filled with disdain, displeasure, contempt, poking fun, and needing to read between the lines. Chris Lighty and Sean Combs. It's the energy. Over it, tired of the drama when it came to him, tired of the drama when it came to the family. So we could be talking about the karmic family, the spiritual family, the traditional family, and he's acknowledging that he got played. There's manipulation and lies, control, pulling the strings. Just show me again if you want me to. Thank you, Spirit. He's also acknowledging that, I don't know if Chris Lighty had kids, I don't know, but it's also acknowledging like there's an issue with focusing on children or focusing on his own children, co-parenting. And he was a big actor, putting on a great show. He was doing more than just working out, more than just doing that, more than to what the eye sees, right? And every time I read on Sean Combs, it's always about children involved. Not my business, not my problem. This reading is alleged. What else, Chris Lighty, when it comes to him? Sean Combs. It is a mess. Yeah, so he said 7. Don't know what that means. Okay. All right. So Spirit is acknowledging when it comes to Sean Combs, there's information on DVDs, on cassettes, on records. It's just, and this creates depression, layered energy for one, for all, right? He's also acknowledging that Sean Combs is under a spiritual attack, fighting off negative energy, fighting a spiritual warfare, needing to clear his energy, that this situation is about to explode. Fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The shit is about to pop off up in flames. The popo are involved. The popo are being called. The popo are being requested. He's trying to get rid of it, be that Sean Combs, throwing things away, trying to get rid of things because of the police involvement. And because he's having this tower moment, again, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, passionate but yet chaotic. People are watching this shit go down and enjoying the gossip. This is a cautionary tale, caution. Protect yourself, protect your energy, right? Needing to keep yourself safe energetically, but also this is the energy that he has. He's the lowest hanging fruit. And so just as much as he's being scrutinized from the collective looking in, from the higher ups, whoever he plays with, he's also being looked at like, okay, do we need to do what we need to do? Not my business, not my problem. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. So not just protect yourself, but also protect yourself. You know, not just protect yourself, but also protect yourself. Okay, not my business, because he's dirty. Don't do that. Deceit, backstab, traitor, not to be trusted. He's broken the contract. I don't want to so falling apart, falling into pieces, all torn up about getting a room, hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. If your man ain't treating you right, switch and take his friend. But see, these hotels keep getting connected to this pregnancy farm, pregnancy. So the belly being full with idea, manifestation, and or a child. It's a nightmare. It's a positive, is it negative? We're unsure, right? And now it's got this fake apology about what is getting ready to unfold. And he's a copycat in that this is copying energy. This is copying people. Spirit says harvesting energy, harvesting people. I don't want to tussle. I don't want to fight. It's a copycat. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. I'm feeling Gemini energy as well. It's a fake apology about all of this that's going to come out. That ain't my business, okay? I don't know. What else, Chris Lighty? Yeah. He's acknowledging he wanted to be holier than thou. He wanted to be praised with a sports bra. Don't want to tussle. He's a troll, okay? Don't want to tussle. He was trying to catch the money. He's got anxiety, real bad anxiety, real bad anxiety, real bad anxiety. Energetically right now. Okay, what else? How do you see Sean Combs? He sees him as the flex. Okay. He sees him as a flexor in reverse. Exposed, pride, loss, revenge mindset, fake flexing, people pleaser, getting the wrong attention, competing. Interesting. Okay. You and Sean. Happiness hater. When it comes to you and Sean, he was a happiness hater. Was he married? I have no idea. But Sean wasn't okay with the fact that you were elsewhere. And is Sean trying to show up as the bride? Not my business. When it comes to Sean, always partying and things are on videotape. When it comes to Sean, a stalker, stalking, watching, obsessed. When it comes to Sean, his light irritated his demons. Chris's light irritated his demons, and he was very curious about him. Interesting. Ghosted, disappearing, ghosting in and out. Interesting. Chasing love. Interesting. Talking shit. Interesting. Clout hungry. Says anything, does anything, makes shit up. Interesting. Boss daddy, rich business owner, CEO, big dick energy, was rejected. Did you reject him? And then you were blocked? Okay. Not my business. You know what I'm going to tell y'all? All right, let's get into it. So, a lot of the subbies said that the way he departed, thank you, the way Chris Lighty departed is questioned, okay? The day of your departure from this realm, energetically, what happened? Thank you. So somebody was fulfilling a fantasy, attracting moths to the light, and got caught up. He's going to set the record straight. Drugs involved. Heartbreak hotel. Game is over. Needs to check himself. And he was manipulated. Okay, so this is interesting. Okay, so we have, when I say that somebody was fulfilling a fantasy, attracting moths to the light. He's the light, Chris Lighty, attracting moths, okay, and then got caught up. There was evidence of cheating or some type of evidence of something being done. It's like some form of sexual encounter energetically. And he was going to set the record straight. He was going to set the record straight. Okay. But then there was some drugs involved. Sending collective energy, love, and light. And these drugs involved created a heartbreak for him. I don't know if he had a heart attack or not. Not my business. But this is a breaking of heart, breaking of contract of some sort. He needed to check himself. But he was under heavy manipulation, light, pulling the strings, control. Not my business, okay? He said get this deck too. The light, the night. The night. I don't even know if it was a day or night. The day you departed. Third party. Someone was disloyal and indecisive. I choose them. Interesting. Okay, more. But he became free. He escaped. He has answers and sudden realizations. Interesting. Anything else when it comes to the day you departed? Thank you. Releasing toxic relationships due to revelations and endings. Wow, interesting. What else do you want to share the day you departed? Thank you. He was given some type of spiritual gift. Thank you, Spirit. Magic was done, presenting an energy of love. But was it really love? I don't know. Love. He said there's a play on the word love. Okay, thank you. This card wanted to turn over. He was put on a pedestal, was unrequited, it was unbalanced, it was clingy when it came to this love. Okay, so what was y'all's relationship really like? What are we talking about here? You and Sean Combs' relationship. Thank you. Okay, there was worship, there was religious, there was church. Okay, were you trying to keep him into that higher vibration? That was a part of y'all's relationship. I trusted him. Time heals all wounds. Okay. Energetically, he's acknowledging that he's raised his vibration. Time heals all wounds. There's this energy of being sacred and holy and faithful now. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, what was the basis of your relationship with Sean Combs? Lack mentality, scarcity, beginning phases. Okay. He's acknowledged he's free, he escaped, he has answers, sudden realization. But he was learning, he was listening, he was studying, he was observant. Who is he? Are we talking about Chris was observant or Sean Combs was observant? Thank you. The water sign was observant. The water sign needs a cleanse, whoever the water sign is. The water sign has a lot of abundance and wealth and transformation. The water sign has excessive drinking, sex addict, unhealthy coping mechanism. The water sign has short-term relationships. He's always breaking up and grieving and rebounding. The water sign is multifaceted. The water sign is unpredictable. This water sign is the one who he's acknowledging is the issue. Okay, so I can't remember Sean Combs zodiac. I can't remember if he was a Scorpio. Okay, well, there we go. There we go. Anything else? Thank you. He's jealous, hater, friend zone because of his inappropriate behavior. He's impure, he's adulterated, he's tainted, has many sexual partners. He likes to compare himself. He's a follower. He's fearful and boring. He likes to be put on a pedestal. He has unrequited, unbalanced, clingy energy. He's shallow, fan, obsessive, stalking, lust, and a groupie. He's a silver fox now. He's older. Are you acknowledging that? Thank you. He's also acknowledging that he's obsessing. He's a stalker. And there's a phone call that's going to come. He's not going to like it. They going to call this dude and be like, your turn. Like, we tried to play nice with you in this sandbox. Not going to work. Okay, so the day of your energy traveled. Energy never dies, right, Chris? They said that it was... There's an energy of greed, being underpaid, a lack of inspiration, avarice, someone who is too hasty and makes mistakes, a diffident, an uninspired person, earth sign. Is Chris Lighty an earth sign? Oh my goodness. It feels like he's trying to tell me about somebody who is an earth sign. I don't even know how these two got together. Okay, he is an earth sign, so he's a Taurus. Okay, so there's this energy of greed and being underpaid. So was he not paying you? Did he not pay you your money? And it feels like in relationship to Sean Combs, he lost money, he lost respect, he lost his energy of success. It feels like he was building on sinking sand. Okay, what else? The day you departed. Thank you. He's acknowledging that lonely and paranoid and isolated with the Hermit in reverse. He was reclusive and withdrawn, antisocial, restrictive, paralyzed by fear. Oh no. What else? He was scared. Okay. It was a tower moment. Chaos, destruction, sudden upheaval, trauma, unexpected change, disaster, loss, revelation, fire, sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, confusion, pain, divorce, abuse, violence, bankruptcy, natural disaster, collapse of an old way of life, shattering. Wow. Okay. And so, what's your energy towards Sean Combs? This is energy of conformity and commitment. and knowledge and sharing knowledge, that he was the person who was like had a lot of groups of people. But there's also this energy of studying and like, I don't know why he wants to say teacher, but also tutelage, like knowledge and wanting people to buy into his belief. Is that what you're saying? With the 5, change through challenge and chaos. He's also acknowledging trouble coming out of the frying pan and into the fire, a lack of progress when it comes to Sean. But he's also acknowledging in the middle of the deck, there's this happy family that has a lot of conflicts. Now we're talking about the spiritual family or the karmic family, because there's this happy family, or on the surface, when the make it right look like he had a happy family, but in I don't know why he showed me the Wizard of Oz, where the Wiz or the Oz is behind the curtain. It's like behind the curtain, the family looks so blissful, but behind the curtain, there's conflict, fighting, arguments, rows, disagreement, struggle, opposition, battles, oppression, aggression, strife, chaos, disobedience, being divisive and defensive and territorial and assertive. And he's acknowledging with the Ace of Swords, there's a lack of ideas behind the curtain when it comes to this family, failure, hostility, exploitation, unclear thinking, haste makes waste. And he's like, justice is coming. There will be karmic justice and consequences and legal disputes, honesty, integrity, cause and effect, life lessons, contracts, binding agreements, settlements, and apology, decisions needed to maintain law and order. But it's just going to happen slowly. And the reason why it's going to happen slowly, because this is bringing down an entire government. This is bringing down people who have a lot of money, riches, old money, unexpected financial, like this is a foundation, a system. And so it's moving slowly. Like this is not just one, like I've been saying, he's the lowest hanging fruit, he being Sean Combs. And so it's slowly, it's returning, but it's not happening as fast as everybody would want it to. There's theft and opposition. There's restriction. And sometimes this balance loses momentum, but it's still there because the family is out of control. Anyway, Spirit is acknowledging that they're, with the 10 of Swords, escaping ruin and pulling themselves together and learning from the past hardships, fears is coming true. But, as much as they think they can like slip out the back door, there's this energy with the Chariot card that there's a lack of direction. There's a lack of self-control. They're powerless. Their aggression, coercion, being blocked by obstacles with the Chariot in reverse. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay, and so anything else in regards to Sean Combs? He's dealing with insurmountable problems, flogging a dead horse, duty-bound, resigned to fate. Horse is significant, delegating wisely, wanting excessive control over others and people's lives. With a Tower moment, he is dealing with chaos and destruction, sudden upheaval, trauma, unexpected change, disaster, loss, tragedy, revelations, confusion, pain, divorce, abuse, violence, bankruptcy, natural disasters, collapse of an old way, life-shattering, false beliefs. He's also acknowledging that he's trying to find balance within all of this. He's trying to have balance, he being Sean Combs. He's trying to juggle life and money and transferring money, acknowledging he's dealing with profits and loss, incomes and incomings and outgoings. He's dealing with, financial decisions and financial stress. Okay, the day you departed, they're saying that was self-inflicted, allegedly. See energy about that. Self-inflicted, allegedly. Spirit is acknowledging that there was change through challenge and chaos. It's something about standing in front of someone or in front of people or in front of traditional values and tradition, commitment and religion and knowledge, standing in front of it, having some sense of belief and value, and also acknowledging moving on. So standing in front, it almost feels like counsel, people, okay? And acknowledging abandonment, abandoning plans, leaving, walking away, going away, escapism, moving on, looking deeper, looking for the truth and disappointed. Water sign. With the King of Wands in reverse, he's acknowledging self-inflicted lies, devious prejudice, a liar, a devious person, one whose main focus is self-promotion. The King of Wands, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Energetically, thank you, Spirit. Energetically, this does not feel like that. It feels like he was amongst some people who made the final judgment call for him in this life. It's not their choice, but it feels like it was made. It also feels like he had to abandon plans and travel. He reached a limit. There was introspection, withdrawal, disappointment, abandonment because of a lie, a devious person. One whose main focus was self-promotion. Sending collective energy, love, and light.